today I'm with Jennifer Woods, and she is the Executive Director of Harvest House here in Burleson. So thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. I know you are a really busy person.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say the least.
I'd like to deny it, but...
So I appreciate it very
no
much.
problem.
And we are going to talk about Harvest House, what it does, and also she's going to tell us about some opportunities that would be available if anybody wants to do any volunteer work or make any donations. Right. So we will start with, describe what this organization does.
Okay, so Harvest House is an organization that helps people in our community through crisis, is what our goal is. So that crisis might be more long-term for some people, it might be more short-term for others. You know, we help senior citizens who are on Social Security, who their long-term crisis is that they don't have enough money for food or meds. So we try to help them, you know, have enough food so that they can also get their meds. We have families, single parents, double working parent homes that just aren't making enough money. Some people, you know, we just had a lady here last week who her car broke down, so she had to fix her car, and then she couldn't pay her rent, and she was about to get evicted. You know, and it's just, but most of us in our culture live that close to crisis. And so a lot of times, even if we can just help with food or clothing, because we get free food, free clothing, and free financial assistance for families in our community. The financial assistance, they need to be a client for 90 days. Okay. And that just helps us. We're here to develop a relationship with families. We're not a typical social service agency. We're here to make a long-term difference, or we try to. And we want to make sure if we're helping you with your financial assistance this month, that it's actually going to help you next month as well. You know, that if we give you money this month, that it's actually going to help carry you so that you're going to be able to pay your bills next month. Right. Because if I help you now, but in the next 6 months, you're not going to be able to help, my money now isn't going to be helpful to you. So then if we can't help you, so where do you need to go? What are the other resources that are in our community that are the places you need to go? We're not a Job Corps, but you know, we work to try to connect people with the right resources. So that's an area that we work with a lot of community members, just knowing what's available, who to direct people to. If they're going to lose their housing and it's going to be a long-term issue, who can I connect them to? And there are other organizations in this area that do that. Okay. So and even if you've lost your home or you're getting evicted and you need something, maybe your rent's too high. You know, there are some low-income housing areas or apartment complexes and stuff. There's not as many as we need. I mean, housing in this area is just, well, you as a realtor know. Yes, I know. You know, I'm speaking to the choir, but it's so hard with taxes going up. People are just becoming impacted in a way, and I've seen a huge rise since the taxes went out because people's rent are going up. Yes. And I would say in the last couple of weeks, when that first bigger payment hit on the estimated escrow that shortages that I'm sure landlords have, they're starting to already pass it along, and people are, you know, one lady, she had very low rent, but it was still tripled from what she was used to paying. Wow. And you know, if you heard the number, you'd be like, well, that's really low, but it's an irrelevant thing as to how much or how little it is. If it's triple what you're budgeted to pay, it's too much. Right. And so it's just that's kind of where we are right now in our community, and we're here to try to help with that, and we help with financial assistance when we have it. We're pretty healthy in that area right now, but a lot of it's trying to get more food and better food and healthier foods. Yes, I saw your Facebook post, I believe it was yesterday, where you needed pantry items, jelly. We did. There's something else. Condiments. Condiments, yes. Pork and beans, and I can't remember what the other one was. I can't remember either. But I did. Here, I'll look. Just a second. Yeah. It's on our marquee. Refried beans. It's on our marquee. We always have it on our marquee out here. Yeah. So. Yeah, they do keep that updated. So if you want to see what the immediate needs are, you can just drive by and just look at their sign out there. And we try to keep it on our Facebook page as well. Good. Well, you've told me a lot already that I didn't know. So a lot of people probably don't know what all Harvest House does do. It's not just a place where you can donate items. It's way more than that. Yeah. And we serve between 450 and 500 families a month.
Wow.
Which equals to somewhere between 18 and 20,000 people a year, depending on the year. It fluctuates from month to month. And we've seen since summer started, our numbers are a lot higher than they were last year, but the first part of the year was lower. You know, you just never know what is impacting people's financial situation. So it's
right. Well, even when gas goes up really high, that's a huge impact when you are commuting to and from work, and you've only budgeted X amount of dollars for gas, and then gas goes up 50
I remember
cents.
when it was $5 a gallon and I was driving 55 miles each way.
Oh yeah, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough.
Very rough.
What has surprised you most about working here?
I think I've worked here for 2 years, and I think the thing that really surprised me the most was the average person that comes in our doors. You know, I think there's sort of a perception of what someone in poverty looks like, what their lifestyle's like, where they live, who they are, and I think I've been most surprised by, I found out a lot of my friends came here that I had no idea, people I had known for a long time, and they've been longtime clients. I've had a chance when I've been out in the community hearing people say, you know, when I was a kid or when my kids were little, Harvest House saved us. Harvest House carried us through. Harvest House was so impactful. And, you know, I think that Harvest House is different than other pantries. I mean, we try to be. We are faith-based. You know, we don't push our faith on anybody. But it's our goal to provide hope and share our mission, and that's to share Christ with people, to bring that hope. But, you know, I've had people say, no, don't pray for me, and we don't pray with them, we just pray for them as they go out the door. Right. So they'll get it one way or another. But, you know, that's not we're not here to make them into what we want them to look like. Because the reality is we are all broken, and we all have stuff. We all, I have a friend who says, our cesspool. We all have our own cesspool. And it looks different for different people, and our lives are different, but everybody is struggling, and we want people who come through our doors to not be invisible anymore. We want them to feel like they can be themselves without judgment. We try to use discernment and not judgment here, you know, because you have to. And, you know, we just want to help people, because we just want to help people. That's what we're here for, is to make them feel loved and cared for. And we want to take a little more time. It may not be as fast. You might have to wait a little longer, but it's because we want to talk to you and hear how your day is. So.
Yeah, well, that's nice, because a lot of people don't have that. You know, just to have somebody say, so how was your day today? You know, it's amazing the people that don't have that.
And there are some clients, you know, they've been coming for a long time. You know, because even who our clients are, you know, a lot of people are on disability, whether it's Social Security disability or, you know, there's lots of different reasons why. And so over years and stuff, they are longtime clients. They're going to be here, and they like to come in, and they know us, and we know them, and it's neat. It's a neat experience to be a part of the community like that.
Yeah, well, I know that we appreciate Harvest House being here in town and all of the good works that you do. And I know it's a blessing to a lot of people. Is there anything that people may not know about your organization?
I think people just really think, oh, you're just a food pantry. They don't realize that we have our resale shop.
Oh, yes.
And our resale shop is open to the public, and we do give clients free clothing. So that's the thing to discern. Like, it is, not only is it open to the public, but clients get, essentially, it's called a voucher, but it's basically a gift card. And they have to qualify for it, and then we give them a card, and they have 6 months that they can use it to help. You know, your kids are growing, and you need new clothes, or you're getting a job. I mean, I am so blessed that the community gives us their good stuff. I mean, most of it is really good stuff, so that's neat. And then the items that we can't take, the clothing that we can't use, we have a company that's a recycling company that buys it from us.
Oh, okay.
And so even if it has a stain or something like that, I mean, we don't want the nasty stuff. We don't want things that have, you know, animal issues and things like that. And please don't donate those. Just throw those in the trash.
Leave that stuff at home.
Unfortunately, we get some of that stuff too, and you're like, you could have just left that at home.
But
other than that, they take it and recycle it and then pay us by the pound for it. So yeah, so even if it's not like in the best use, you know, clothing and stuff like that, if it's rags, and that's what they call it too. Like, we just ask people, put it in a bag and say, this is just rags. And then we'll just throw it on our trailer and they'll come and get it. And sometimes if we get a lot, then we have great sales, a lot of dollar sales. Our clothes range from $1 all the way up to $5. And then we have some really nice stuff, a little bit more high-end brands and stuff that we still sell it way lower. But we have wedding dresses and prom dresses and costumes. I mean, you'd be surprised at some of the things.
I know you have an overload on Halloween costumes right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So come on in for Halloween.
So come and get your Halloween costume.
Oh, and there's some cute ones. My son came in and he found this skeleton thing. But yeah, I mean, it was fun when I started working here. I replaced my entire wardrobe for like $35.
Oh wow, you can't beat that.
No, and then I just donated my old wardrobe. And so, like, if I get tired of something, I just donate it, and even if I bought it here. And so it's just a neat way to, you know, it helps the environment that way. It helps the community that way, because, you know, our goal is to have the store and all of that sustain us with our many of our operations. It still is a huge part of our operational costs. It covers a lot of them, you know, because I know when people donate, they don't want to pay for my light bill, but, you know, the reality is we have to have a light bill and we have to have staff who are paid a reasonable salary in order to serve our community and stuff like that. But we hope to grow the store so that it's what's helping us be most sustainable.
Awesome. Awesome. Is there an experience that you've had with somebody that's been very memorable?
Oh, I've had a lot of them. I really have. There's just been a few families that I've interacted with that, you know, just touches your heart. And you I mean, the most recent one was, I kind of mentioned it to you, the lady whose car broke down. You know, she's a single mom with 2 kids and was about to be evicted. And we were able to help her because of the donations of the community, the cash donations. We were actually able, we have a fund that's specifically for like rent and mortgage or utilities and things like that. So it's actually designated funds. And we were able to help her not get evicted. Not help her. I mean, she did not get evicted. We were able to catch her up. And, you know, this is somebody didn't want to come in to ask for help. You know, she asked once, and, you know, it was just, we have a process that we evaluate, and we just were like, I think this is something we really need to do. And it really struck me, because I just think about how close all of us live in that world. You know, what if this medical bill, you know, and I know other people, their medical bills keep them, you know, I know one lady, in the winter, she just keeps her heat just barely so her pipes will not burst, and she just covers up in blankets and wears warm clothes. She's older, on Social Security, and, you know, we help provide her food at least. You know, we're not here to take care of or provide everything for her. We're here to help. And the thing we can do, and that food really makes a difference in people's lives. Yeah, it does. And more specifically, the senior population, there's a lot more going on out there than we even know about. And that population is just growing. It is. It is. It is anticipated actually to be the largest population in the United States will be here in Texas. The aging population. So there's a lot going on with that. A lot. What do you have any current needs right now? We always have current needs. I know, but what's at the top of the list right now that maybe somebody can help with? Absolutely. Food, obviously. Fall is our food drive season. So, you know, a lot of the schools in Burleson are doing food drives. But if somebody wants to have a food drive, their kids are having a birthday party, they want to also do a food drive, or you're having a barbecue, it's a great time to do it. Just if your church wants to get involved, and you know, a lot of churches do like a monthly food drive or a quarterly food drive or an annual food drive. It varies from church to church. That's always our main thing. Cash donations, the holidays are coming up. We're going to be, you know, we want to try to have a more sustainable, you know, $30 a month, you know, giving helps us to feed a family of 4 for a week each month. So the more individuals that come alongside us helps us to keep our pantry full with more than just the basics.
Right.
So like right now we just got a donation of salad, big bags of salad, which is awesome. You know, the fresh produce. And a lot of times when we get the produce, when it's donated, it's kind of on its last day. It's the stuff that you and I won't buy. So we're really trying to find produce and stuff that is not on its last day. That gives people a little time to still take it home, because a lot of people do want the fresh fruits and vegetables, and you know, canned fruits are huge, like, and that's great. But also like oranges and apples, you know, they last a long time. Or that kind of a fruit. Grapes too, you really, you know, that help. And we're trying to incorporate healthier options.
Right.
We'll take anything, but we're now trying to really, we've started getting meat, fresh meat, which we hadn't had before, frozen. But just being able to provide healthier options and think about food in a different manner, not just sustaining, not just high carbs, not just macaroni and cheese and ramen noodles, which, you know, we all eat them.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to like, we will give those out and we need to give those out, but also helping people understand some other healthier options by providing it, because most people want it. They just can't afford it.
Can't afford it. Yeah. Fruits and vegetables, they are very expensive. So if anybody can donate anything like that, that would be awesome. They really have a need for that. So tell me, what does the future hold for your organization?
We are going to next year be working on, we're going to, in February, we have a virtual 10K coming up.
Yes.
And we're hoping to get 1,000 people to raise $250 each.
Great.
And if we can raise that, we will be able to purchase the building that's next to us. And that will give us more space. It will give us some opportunity to expand eventually, and you know, then do a capital campaign over the next few years. But we have an opportunity that's before us, and I think it's possible if we can get a bunch of people. And a virtual 10K is just it's going to be Heart for the Hungry is what it's going to be called. And so you'll have time to, you know, do your 10K on your own time and walking your dog or walk in the street. You know, it'll start January 1st. It will be our kickoff to help you. This is also motivation to help you stick with your New Year's resolution.
That's true.
Well.
That's true.
So that's registration's gonna open the 1st of January, and then I don't have all the specific details, but then in February we will actually have the virtual 10K, probably a week long. And then that hopefully we will raise enough money, and this is really something we want the community to get involved with, and not necessarily, this is not something we're looking for the big businesses, not that they are not welcome, but any means. But this is a chance for, I mean, we have 47,000 people in just Burleson or somewhere around there, and then in Johnson County it's way more than that, and we primarily serve Johnson County and South Tarrant County, so just our immediate surrounding areas. And we serve a lot of people each year. Like I said, 450 to 500 families a month.
That's a lot.
It is, and we just need a little more space so we can expand our pantry. We have some needs, but they can't happen until we have a little bit more space, and we have the opportunity to purchase the building next door for a very good price. And so we're going to try to do that outside of a capital campaign, because then we'll need a capital campaign to redo some of this building and expand it. And I just think it's a fun way to get involved anyway. You know, you can live in Europe, you can live in Texas, you can live wherever and just still participate. So anybody who has a heart for the hungry can help. And
well, and that would also be a good birthday gift.
Absolutely.
Or for a child's birthday party or anybody's birthday party. Or, you know, call the grandparents, you know, that live wherever. Call the aunts and uncles and ask them to participate.
I think that'd be fun. It's just like the old jump rope for heart type thing. And, you know, and so we're going to be asking for a minimum of $250 raised, and we know some will raise more and some will raise less, but I just think it's possible. And it will really transform what we're able to do.
Good. That sounds like a great...
That's our next step, you know, and then, you know, because we are and always will be about food, clothing, and financial assistance for families. But one of the things we're doing now also is partnering with other organizations, and inviting them to be where we are, so they can serve our families. Like today, we had a representative from Ternary Food Bank who actually does SNAP registration. So she signs families up for SNAP, and if you've ever done SNAP, it's very complex. I mean, it's just a process, and there's so many things. So she's here, and we have other organizations like her Education Opportunity Center, helping people learn how to fill out FAFSA forms, how to go back to school, how to finish a GED,
right?
Those types of things. And so we're trying to invite people here, so our families, we're kind of a one-stop shop. It's not a new program for Harvest House. It's just inviting partners and collaborators to come here and utilize our space, which, again, having the building next to us and being able to, look at some of those things will really give us the opportunity to do more of that. Have a better space, have kind of an education space that we're just more like a community hub.
Yeah. Now, how long have you guys been here?
35 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long
Since
time.
1984. Yeah.
Long time. Just one more thing.
Yeah.
Is there anything going on right now that people should know about, any other than the
Virtual 10K.
The virtual.
Yes,
virtual
we actually have a lot of things going on. We
Okay.
have October 13th is going to be the Hungry 100. It's a bike rally. It's a bicycle ride.
Okay.
On our website, it's yourharvesthouse.org.
Okay.
Is the link to sign up for that. That is being put on by the Hungry 100 nonprofit.
Okay.
Brad Woolsey, Blake over at Geek Out. Brad Woolsey is with they're all from Burleson, but Brad also is with Giant Bicycles, and
Okay.
a few other community members are helping put that on for us, and we will be the beneficiaries. There's going to be a family ride. Toucans will be their entrance fee for the family ride.
Okay.
And then we also have our fall food drives, and we will have the Holiday Angels. So if you want to adopt or buy some gifts for kids, and we'll have angel tags for that, and we'll be doing that December 15th. And then the Heart for the Hungry will be in February, and then our big exciting, and I can't even make some of the announcements right now because the contracts are ready to be signed, but they're not signed yet.
I understand. But you got some big stuff coming up.
We do. It's our Harvest Feast. It's our third annual feast. We are going to be having it again here in Burleson at the Burleson Event Center.
Okay.
In the past, we have sold out before our event, like weeks in advance, so we have gone through it for a bigger spot, so we will not have a space issue this year. And we have a great entertainer, and I haven't signed on the dotted line yet, so I can't tell you yet. So be watching our Facebook page and our website for that. I'm really excited about it. And then we also will have, I can say this, Cowboy Chef Mike Newton.
Oh, yeah.
He was season 8 contestant on MasterChef.
Yes.
He was at our event last year and was just so much fun, and he's coming back. And we're going to have a lot of other exciting things too. So we'll have a live auction, silent auction. So if people are interested in participating in either of those, we're looking for sponsors.
Okay.
There's a little information, kind of a tentative information on our website, but in the next couple of days it should be updated with our flyer. So we're looking for, we still have a title sponsorship available, and we'll be looking again for silent and live auction items.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it. So
you have a lot coming up.
I know. You want to know how many staff we have? Oh my God.
I know.
It's crazy. It's like, what are we doing?
But you guys can pull it off.
We can. It'll be great. I'm so excited for the Harvest Feast. It's really coming together. And
good.
I think that people will really enjoy it. We've had great feedback the last couple of years. Old Texas Brewery is going to be catering it for us.
Okay.
Don't know yet what our food choices are going to be, but we are supported 95% by Burleson, and so we're really trying to use Burleson businesses, and so that's why we're doing what we're doing. We're staying in Johnson County, trying to support Johnson County or our surrounding areas, the areas that we serve. We're trying to keep all the businesses that we're hiring within that, because I think it's important. I mean, this is a small town that supports small business big time, and
yes, it does.
A lot of community leaders are going to be part of it. I'm just excited. I
can
think
tell.
There's already a little. This is like my favorite thing. But we've already got some. I mean, this is our third year, and we're so far ahead of where we were. The first 2 years you're learning, and we still have some growing to do as far as learning. And there's always a hiccup when you do an event, but we've had so much fun, and we're gonna just have a lot of fun again this year. And
well, it's gonna be exciting.
And I hope to see you there.
Oh, I will probably be there.
That's
yes,
awesome.
I will probably be there.
That's awesome. So, you see how I did that?
Yeah, I know. She's good, right?
You gotta be there now.
She's good.
Anyway.
Well, there are a lot of opportunities available
Absolutely.
for people if they want to donate, if you want to volunteer.
Absolutely. I didn't mention that, but yes, our need for volunteers is always going on, and there's an application online to fill out. Or you can just stop in, and what we do is we give you a chance to kind of shadow in all of our areas, so you can find out, is this the right place for you to volunteer, which of the areas is best for you to volunteer, and we definitely want to do that. And then the third Saturday of every month we do what's called Something and Such, and we do a community service project that goes out to another organization in our community.
Right.
So we invite the community to come be a part of that.
Yeah, so that would be great if you have like a Girl Scout troop or a Brownie troop, or
bring your kids.
Yeah, bring your children, bring your grandchildren to participate in that.
Absolutely.
Because she and I have had conversation about that as well. So again, there are plenty of opportunities here to support Harvest House. They do so much for our community, and I learned so much today from her. And if you just want a feel-good experience and you have a giving heart, come and support them.
Awesome.
And they will be happy to take it. So thank you so
very
much for taking the time. Like I said, you're super busy. I know you don't have anything to do with that long list of stuff that you had.
No, I just really appreciate you inviting us and giving us the chance to share our story.
Well, it's my pleasure. And I look forward to many more visits with you.
Sounds great.
Okay, thank you.